everyone, it's Nancy. I'm back with a new project. So I'm going to show you this digital kit that Joey Cardmaker just came out with, the flower shop. I'll have to look for the exact name, but it's like the little flower shop. I think, yeah, that's what it's called, the little flower shop. And it's like a French flower shop, and I fell in love with this. You have to go check this out. So I knew exactly what I wanted to make with this kit, so I thought I'd take you along with me. And it's a real easy, something different kind of kit. I mean, it's not new. I didn't come out with it. I'm sure it's been done. I've seen things similar. But I just wanted to do something with this kit. And I thought, with the beautiful images, like I can show you some, but you really need to go to Joey's site and look. But look at these beautiful papers here. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so pretty. And his papers go so well together. And then here's some of the ephemera. I'll show you some of the ephemera here. But you really need to check out. Go to his Etsy shop, and I'll link his site below. He's got a little video, a flip through video of this, real, couple minute long video. And I just love it. It's so pretty. The flowers, everything is such soft colors and beautiful images. Look at these tags here. Aren't those pretty? Yeah. And then there's a little tag flip we can make. There's all kind of ephemera. He always loads his kits with ephemera. So, I mean, there is nothing that you need much of. And then also on his Ko-fi site, he gives freebies on his Ko-fi site. And these are all his freebies from that. So really, this is an awesome, awesome kit. And I want to show you what I'm going to make with that. So if you want to play along, it's very simple. I'm just going to put this to the side right now, somewhere on my desk. I did clean my desk, but so anyway, what we're going to need is half of a file folder. This is just a regular 8.5 by 11 file folder, and I just cut it in half. So it's just one piece of it. We're going to need that. And then you want to get about 6 different types of envelopes, and I'll show you what I picked out here. Any kind of envelope, it doesn't matter. So I have 2 regular junk mail envelopes here, and they're as tall as this manila folder here, you see. So you don't want anything bigger, but I would go to, a regular junk mail envelope. So you're going to need 2 of those. It could be window, could be without window. It doesn't matter. You can cover the window, or you can, use the window to your advantage, whatever you want to do. So I have 2 of those. And then I have just like an envelope from a card that I had received a card in, and I always keep those envelopes. This is an envelope, a real pretty envelope from some vintage stationery that I bought at a shop. And then I have another little white note card envelope here. And then this is a coin pocket here that it's long, but I scored it so I can fold this back, and this is going to be on the front, and then glue it here, and this could be a tuck spot here. So that's all you need right now to start this, and then the kit, of course, So let me just get you started, at least building the base for this. I'm going to call it the flower, what should I call it? The Florist Ledger, the Floral Lady's Ledger book. I want to say this, I could see her in her shop. She has this book to keep all her things in, and then there's going to be a journal in the back. So, and it's going to be tied pretty. It's just going to be so nice. So I'm going to say it's the French Florist Journal Ledger. How about something like that? I don't know. But anyway, so I just cut this. Like I said, I cut it in half. And so we have this size here. So what I'm going to do is just fold it in half. I'm just going to line up the edges, and fold it in half. That's it. That's the main base of this, okay? Sometimes these folders have a mind of their own, but you can use your bone folder. There you go. So it looks like this, right? This is going to be the inside. Like this is we're going to build on this front side here. And, you know, I have it where this, you know, when you buy these folders, there's some in this on the right, middle, and left. It really doesn't matter. I don't know if you need the one on the, I would say one on the right or the left, a folder with that. You don't even have to have this part up there. If you don't want it, if you only have a middle, I would probably just slice it off, but I don't mind it being on the left or the right. So this is what we're going to build on, and this is going to hold our journal back here. It's going to be fun. So this is our base, easy as that. And then what you're going to do is pick your envelopes, and I have 6, and they're going to alternately flip, and you want some different sizes, and you don't have to have colored envelopes because we're going to cover the envelopes anyway. So you don't have to, but if you have some pretty colored envelopes, then we could just not as much cover them as collage on them and add ephemera on top. So either or. So for instance, and I don't know, I mean, I could use this window envelope. I might look for another window envelope. I don't know. I'll think about it. You don't have to have a window envelope, but I guess it would be fun if you did. So what we're going to do is we're going to decide, I'm going to say this is what I'm going to do. So we're going to attach this envelope here, the flap, to the edge here. Now, you could leave it to where, and this is going to be covered here once we get all the flaps and everything on here. You can leave it where you can tuck in here. You can do that, or you can seal that. You can slice it across here and have a top loading pocket, or you can take a slice off of here and have a side loading pocket. So I think what I'm going to do probably is do the 2 bigger envelopes. I think I'm going to make them side loading pockets. I think I'm going to slit the long sides and do side loading pockets for these. And then, so say I'm going to do that. And then one would flip over the other. Right, so you could do right, left, or left, right, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. And then the next one would be, I've got this pretty light purple envelope, and you don't want to, you want to stagger them so you could see the different envelopes. This one I would put probably midway like that, and then like I said, depending on what you decide for these 2 envelopes, you could do this a top loading or a side loading here. You can do that. And then the next envelope I have is this other pretty envelope here. And you don't have to make it a tuck at all. You can, have it here, here, or here. That's your option on all these envelopes, right? So then this one I would probably do the middle of that purple envelope, something like that. And then here's just another envelope. I would probably do that. You can even, I think I could maybe like line it up at the bottom with the purple envelope. And then this coin envelope, because it's so long, what I did was scored it at 2 inches just to fold it in. So that'll look like that in the middle. And then when you open it up, we could sew or glue here. And when you open it up here, it would be a tuck in here. Okay. So it depends what kind of envelopes you have. But they'll all be like, with the exception of those that are pretty already, and even this, we can do some, ephemera on here to enhance them. But the white ones on the top and the front and the backs, we will do some papers, you know, we'll use some of the papers on them, right? So what else did I want to tell you? So it's a real simple project. It really is. It's just flipping and decorating. Once you get your envelopes there, it's just going to be a matter of decorating them how you want them to look. And so I think, like I said, I'm going to take these off here. And what I think I'm going to do is make these side loading pockets, the two long ones. That's what I'm going to do. So I need to get my bigger cutter. So let me get that out. And I'm going to snip off just a side of just the edge of this, just so I can open it up. So now when I glue it in there, I have a side loading here, and I'm going to do the same on the other one. So let me get that in here. And that's the fun part too, is deciding what, you know, how do you want to do it. And they're fun to make. They are really, really nice to make. They don't take a lot of time. Okay, so then, like I said, that's going to glue on here and here, and they're both side loading. So now I know I've got side loading pockets. So the next one would be the purple one. So I have side loading. I think I'm going to make this one, I'm going to cut the top off of here and make it a top loading. So I'm going to do that. Take a little snip off the top. And that's just enough to open it up. And then I could even, if I want, which I don't have my punch here, we can definitely, you know, take a notch out of here. I would take a notch out of there and do that. So that's going to be top loading. The next one is this other pretty one here. And that's going to go kind of midway like that. And you don't even have to make it, you know, you can just, this will be tucked in. You can have it open, but I don't like this white spot here, although we can cover that. We could definitely cover that. And this could be you could do it over here too. Let's see. I think, I don't want to do a top loading because we did it on that one. I could do this one another side loading, or I could just leave this one plain and leave it here maybe. So I might leave this one plain for now. And then the next one would be the smaller white one here. And that will go over here, probably even with the purple, just to make it different. And this one, we can do a side loading on here if we want. So I'll trim a little bit off of this one to open it up. And if you change your mind, you can change your mind and grab another envelope if you decide after, right? I think we all have a ton of envelopes that we can play with. And then this one here is the coin envelope. And I'm going to leave it where this, when you flip it, this one, we're going to glue it here, and that'll be a tuck in here. And that will go here. And you could even slit that top part if you wanted to. You could slit that and make it a top, but I'm thinking that I'm just going to leave it as is and then glue this here and make it a tuck. So far, that's what I think I'm going to do. All right, so once you decide what you're going to do, we're going to, I'm thinking this as I'm thinking as I'm telling you. Nothing is going to wrap around. Nothing is going to wrap around here. I think what we're going to do, Let me think of, I'm thinking here. Oh my gosh. Can I say that word one more time? We could, I think, what we're going to do is we're going to glue all the flaps where we need on each side, and then the main flap is going to glue to the top of this, and then make sure your opening is over here, because our journal is going to go in there. Okay, so obviously these envelopes are the same size as our folder, right? And then, so make sure you know what your order of what you want to do. And then I think I'm going to make this one, that flip first, then this one here, and then this one here. So I'm going to put this flap under the first envelope, and that's going to go like halfway. I'm going to make it go halfway like that. Okay, and then this one here, I'm going to put this flap under this one here, and I'm going to put it in the middle, or should I put it like that? See, that's your, and then this one here, I'm putting the flap under, and I would probably, if I were to line that up too with this one, maybe I could do that. And then this one, the flap would go under here, and I would like this one, oops, in the middle. So if it looks pleasing to you that way, arrange them how you like them. And I'm thinking I like it that way. I was going to put this one midway. Let's just see what it looks like. If I put that one, so you see the purple on both sides, but then I was going to line this white one up at the bottom of the purple envelope, and then that one in, you could do that in the middle, or you could do it kind of lower that way too. I don't know, too much going on there. So let's see, maybe I'll line this one up with the purple, and if I line the white one up at the bottom too, and then this one could go middle, or you can have it come down a little like that too. I kind of like it that way. So once you figure out your arrangement, then you're going to grab your left side and your right side, how you want them, like that. And then you see how all these flaps are? You're going to glue the flaps together. So I'm going to get my glue out. I'm going to keep them exactly where I had them. And I'm going to glue this purple one here to the back. And we're going to cover all these with paper, so you're not going to see these flaps. And I'm sure there's a ton of other ways you could be doing this. Oops, I didn't mean to put the glue up there. You see that? Actually, what I'm going to do, since we don't need that flap, is I can actually cut that off. That's another thing to relieve the bulk. We don't even need, let me get different scissors here. We don't even need the bulk of these envelopes behind us here, this extra bulk. So definitely we can cut those off. Let me get rid of that so I don't get glue on anything. So I have the purple one there, and now this white one. So that's the deal. You want to get rid of the excess because it's just extra bulk we don't need. And then just fold this one over. Make sure it's even where you want it. See, like I got a little off here, so let me just move it in. Okay. All right, so that's this side here. See how easy that was once you get it there like that. Let me make sure I think I'm a little off yet. Sorry if I'm not in frame here. I'm just going to move it. Not a problem. Okay, there, I think I got it now. There we go. So that's one side. And now I kind of messed up this side, so I'm going to make sure I have it right where I want it. I've got to try it out again. Now that I moved it, so I don't want to like glue it and assume I have it right. So I'm going to try it again here. Make sure. So line that up. And then this one, I want to go here. I'm just lining up my flaps again. So that goes like that. And you can fast forward through this. I moved it, so I need to fix it. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I love this kit. I just think it's so pretty. So I had to work with it and make something, not just a journal, but something different. Okay, so I'm going to, I wanted this, see, I think I wanted this midway, didn't I? I wanted to see the envelope, purple envelope on both sides. Probably a good idea is once you have it where you want it, probably a good idea is paper clipping it. So then you don't have to go through this again the second time like I'm doing. Because I messed up and I moved it. No, I just want to make sure it's right. Okay, so there, like that. Okay, I want it in the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm trying to get it to where I'm happy with it. And then this one, so then that'll be there. And if it's not exact, it's not that big a deal. Okay, and then this one under there, oops, wrong way. This one under there again. And this one's going to go kind of lower, not middle, but kind of lower than middle. Is that how I said I wanted it? I forget already. Or did I want this back down here? Yeah, I think I did want it even, now that I'm looking at it. I like that. See, that's more pleasing to my eyes. So now that I have it, I'm going to grab it, turn it over. And now this one is short, we're okay with that, but this flap here is extended over past the white. We don't need that. So I'm going to cut that off just to eliminate the bulk. So we don't need that. And then now we can glue this flap to the main envelope. And then this flap to the next envelope here. I promise it's not that hard. It's just I think I made it hard on myself there, okay? So that should be good. And we'll just look at it one more time. So now they're all connected. I'm not worried. Then the only other thing is we would glue this flap to the front of the manila folder. Okay, so let's just see how that is. And then this flap goes to this folder. Oh. Now I opened them this way. When we cover these, we can cover it with a paper and glue it over here so this will be closed. And then we can, I can open this and put something back here to cover, to look through that window there. And you can do the same if you have a window here. Okay, so I'm just going to do it. So you're going to, this is my right side, so I'm going to grab this flap. I'm going to get glue all over it here. And then we're going to glue it down because that's our right side. Yeah, I mean, we got a nice little dusting of snow today, and I'm happy with that. But it does. I mean, I love flowers. It doesn't hurt to think about flowers any time of the year, right? And even though winter's first really starting, we're thinking about flowers, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it as best as you can. If you have to lift it up, like mine's just off a little bit here, but I'll just fix it real quick before that glue sets. There we go. Okay, so then see how this flips open? And we'll fix all this too. So there, we've got one side, and now we're going to take this flap here and glue it to the front of here. So let's get some glue on here. Put that in. And once we get the base, I mean, that's pretty much it. Then the fun part is just decorating it and putting the journal on the back. So this really is just the base of it. We're going to have fun doing this. I'm going to line this up here, so make sure I get this good. Okay. And because this is flapping on me here, I think I'm gonna glue this closed here because I know I wanted it to be a tuck spot. So I'll just glue that so it doesn't flap around. Let me hold that down for a minute. You could add more envelopes too. I mean, we have 6, 3 on each side. You could do just 2 on each side. You could do probably 4 on each side. I don't know how much bigger than that would work, but you could try it. It depends how much you stuff them, So that is our base. See, the flaps are glued. You don't see them. This is going to be where our journal is going to go. And this is the front. So depending on what you want to do, flap, right over left, then right, then left, then right, and then left. And that's going to be the start of our journal. Yeah. So in the next video, we're going to start getting our papers ready. So if you get the kit, or if you don't get that kit and you have a different kit you want to use, you can, just whatever kind of digital kit you want to make it. If you want to make it neutrals, if you want to make it Valentine, anything, really, any kind of digital kit, or just use your scraps and make it a scrappy folder for yourself, a journal with a tucks and everything. So, but we'll use the flower shop one, and then in the next one I'll show you how to get going on this. Okay, so I just wanted to have you get the base ready for yourself. So we'll see you in the next video, and take care, everyone. Hugs. See you soon. Bye.